Hello Internet, my name is the Golden Stalfos, and today we're going to finish our discussion about the Enies lobby arc. This arc has a lot of really important emotional moments, the biggest of which I've already talked about at length, the I want to live moment from Robin, but I don't want to talk about it too much in this video because I've talked about it at length before. Suffice it to say that the context behind this moment made Robin go from a character I didn't care about to one of my favorites, and it really changed the way I look at Luffy and the rest of the crew in the process. So it's a pretty powerful and important moment overall. However, leading up to that, we get a lot of smaller emotional moments. There's a lot of combat and people joining in the fight and falling out of the fight for various reasons, and there are little microcosm moments where individual characters are aggrieved because of something happening, or where characters are frustrated because someone is standing in their path and they have to push onward. And so there's a lot of dramatic build up to that. We also get to see that despite the issues from before that kind of tore the crew apart, everyone is standing together in that moment, and everyone is willing to fight to the death if necessary against the greatest power in the world for their friend. And what follows this is a long sequence of battles where the Straw Hats prove that they can, in fact, stand up against these enemies if they're prepared. I also think there's a very important moment toward the end of the fighting at Enies lobby. The Buster Call has already been called, and everything is kind of falling apart, and Robin's about to be taken. And Usopp saves the day. No one can reach Robin. No one can get close to her. But Usopp stands on the tower and protects her from every Marine that tries to get close. And I think it's rather telling that the only other character who was ousted from the crew is also the only one who can keep Robin from being taken away and bring her back to the crew. I think it's also very telling that up until this point, Robin has referred to every member of the Straw Hat crew by a nickname, basically just a description of what they look like or what their role is. She always refers to Nami as the Navigator. She always refers to Usopp as Longnose. And in fact, even in this exact moment, she says Longnose. But after this arc, she starts calling everyone by their names because she's not afraid of losing them anymore. She doesn't have to keep an emotional distance anymore. It's a really subtle thing, but it means so much to the character and our understanding of her. And in the current arc of One Piece, Robin is currently getting another moment to shine, which hasn't happened in a bit. And it also comes from a moment of trust between her and a crewmate, which is really kind of incredible. Coincidentally, or perhaps by design, that moment of trust also comes from a crewmate who almost left the crew, and did so specifically because he was worried that they wouldn't be able to handle the threat that was approaching. But now he knows better, and he trusts them to handle it. The way these characters grow and overcome obstacles is incredible. The way Oda arranges small clusters of characters to reinforce these messages and show how these characters have grown is unmatched. A lot of people during this sequence may focus on the big fight between Luffy and Rob Lucci because it's big and impressive, but I think more people should focus on the small moments in this sequence. When Zoro loses a sword protecting Robin, which is a thing that hasn't happened in many, many arcs. Zoro's swords were set in stone when they entered the Grand Line and haven't changed since, and now suddenly he's lost one. Frankie hasn't even officially joined the crew yet, and quite frankly isn't on good terms with any of them, but he continuously makes moves to protect Robin, because underneath it all he's a good person who doesn't want to see others suffer at the hands of the world government. And he also does quite a lot to keep Robin from getting taken away during this sequence. But more impressive than any of them is what Robin herself does. As soon as she's free from her cuffs, she uses her abilities to take back her own freedom. She fights back against the people who were basically going to kidnap her, and she defeats Spondum in a manner that's very satisfying. This also creates a lot of narrative symmetry between her backstory, where Spondum's father destroyed her island with a Buster Call, and now when she gets to defeat Spondum in the midst of the Buster Call he called down on his own island. Not only is she symbolically and literally overcoming her oppressor, but also recovering from the trauma that was left in the wake. Because this time, the Buster Call doesn't take away everything she cared about. It doesn't destroy her home or her family or her friends. Instead, this time, it lets them free. It gives them an opportunity to escape and to see the world government destroy itself. This time, her family isn't going anywhere without her. In fact, in this moment, she even gets one last ride on the Going Merry before they have to put her to rest. And while the ship they all called a home is gone, and everyone is sad about that, the family isn't breaking apart, and everyone gets to come back together and move on. Usopp is allowed to rejoin the crew after he apologizes for leaving. Frankie is added after building their ship and having the most ridiculous sequence of goodbyes any of the characters have had. It was so stupid. And so everyone is together again. Everyone gets to set off again. And while it's a new journey with a new ship, it's still the Straw Hats. It's still the family that she built. It's still a clear indication of safety and happiness moving forward. I think they all sort of feel that way. None of the Straw Hats really have fun, happy backstories. They all kind of feel like found family. And while some of them left people behind where they were before, all of them are happier here than they were before. And in the end, it doesn't matter if they have to fight the world government or the warlords or the emperors or whoever. All that matters is that they do what they're going to do together. This is a message that gets very thoroughly reinforced in the following arc. And it's one of the main reasons I think that arc doesn't get as much credit as it deserves, even if I don't quite like it as much as its neighboring arcs. Oh, and just in case you weren't sold on the family metaphor from all of the times that it was mentioned in Robin's backstory and whatnot, Luffy's actual literal grandpa shows up to chase them out of town because he's a Marine Admiral, or Vice Admiral, or whatever. And through this visit, we get to see a very clear contrast between the family you're born with and might feel obligated to, and the family you found. And while Garp in this section is mostly played for laughs, I think it shows a very important message. Not only that you have to find your own path in life and find people that you can call family in your life, but also that those who truly care about you will care about you, even if you end up on opposite sides. Garp is a bit of a hard man, and he's certainly, opposed to Luffy being a pirate because he's a Marine and has been for, a long time. But he also isn't going to hurt Luffy. and he doesn't capture them, even though he probably could have. Of course, this view of family only becomes a more increasing theme in the series as it goes on, from the Paramount War to Whole Cake Island, and even now on Wano, there's a lot of stuff about family. And I think, well, you could have read that into a lot of the stuff that came before. This is where it really, really starts being very apparent in the narrative. And I think part of the reason it hits home so well is because so many of us read and watch the Straw Hats and feel not just like they are a family, but like they're kind of the family we wish we had. And I think that's a big part of why so many people fell so hard in love with this series. So yeah, Enies Lobby is a really great arc with a lot of really great moments, and I don't think there are any arcs in One Piece that really made me feel quite the way this one did. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next life. Laters. Alright, thank you guys for watching that video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that dumb YouTube stuff. Follow me on all my other social media stuff. I got Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and I have a Patreon, if and only if you have money to burn. And if you do have money to burn, maybe consider donating to an actual charity instead. There are always a few linked in my description, just in case. I mean, I do appreciate it, but there's probably people who can use it more than me. Me and my girlfriend play video games she's never played before on twitch.tv/thegoldenStalfos every Saturday, sometime after 6 p.m. US Mountain Time. And also I sometimes use that channel to do challenge runs and game creation tutorials. So if you're into any of that, please check that out. Also, if you check out our streams and you like the performance that my girlfriend puts on, she streams by herself on her own channel called Awesome Possum Pie. And be sure to leave positive comments down below for my girlfriend, who volunteered to edit my videos for free because she's awesome. And yeah, thanks so much for all of your support. And thanks again for watching.